Hi there, I'm Claire from english-at-home.com and welcome to your live lesson, the 3 A's for English speaking. Okay, the 3 A's to help you speak English fluently. I'm going to tell you the 3 things that you must do to be fluent at English. Okay, during this lesson, I also have a couple of fantastic bonuses for you, which will also help you become fluent in English. And I will give you details about these bonuses later. But first of all, thank you very much. Thank you for coming to the lesson and thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Okay, so what are the 3 A's for fluent English? What 3 things must you do to speak English fluently? The first A, the first really important thing is attitude. So by attitude, I mean what's in your head. It's your mindset, it's your beliefs, it's your opinions. And this is really, really important. You must have the right mindset. So, for example, the first thing that you must believe is that you can do it. You can speak English fluently. If you say to yourself, oh, I'll never ever speak English fluently, then you won't ever speak English fluently. Okay, so you must believe that you can do it. And in fact, for many of you, English is not your first language. It's not even your second or your third language. Many of you already speak other languages. So if you can speak another language, you can speak English. Okay, so the first thing in terms of attitude is to believe that you can do it. You can speak English fluently. And the second thing about attitude is your attitude towards mistakes. Okay, because when you speak English, you will make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I make mistakes, and English is my first language. Mistakes are inevitable, but a lot of people feel very worried about mistakes. They feel embarrassed, or they think that people will think that they're stupid. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 things that will help you and help your attitude towards mistakes. The first thing is this. When you speak English, if you appear confident and relaxed, the other person probably won't even hear the mistakes. It's a kind of a cognitive thing. So if you feel really nervous, if you look really nervous and worried, the other person is going to expect mistakes. On the other hand, if you're relaxed, if you're confident, the person will concentrate on what you are saying and they probably won't even hear the mistakes. The second thing about mistakes is that they actually help you. When you make a mistake, it's because you aren't completely sure of something new, of a new word or a new structure. So you experiment with it. You use, for example, a new word in a new situation. You make a mistake with it. That's fine because you're testing, you're experimenting. So mistakes are a really important part of the learning process. Just remember that. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just try and communicate your message. So in terms of A for attitude, the most important thing is to believe you can speak fluently and then not to worry about mistakes. And then a couple of other things. Lots of people tell me when they're learning English, oh, Claire, in my language, we have a word for this. In my language, we talk about time like this. But in English, it's different. You don't have a word for this. You have a different tense form. And then they start to get frustrated and angry. The thing is, English is different. And when you accept those differences, you will become less frustrated and it makes it much, much simpler. And the other thing about attitude is how you consider English fluency. So if you say, this year I will speak English fluently, that is such a big goal. It's not very defined and it's a really, really big goal. Instead, what you can do is to create smaller goals for yourself, goals which are easier, okay? So perhaps one goal, a very good goal, is to say, okay, I want to have a conversation in English. I want to make a simple phone call. I want to phone a restaurant and book a table. Brilliant. That is an example of a really good goal because it's quite easy to achieve. And when you do that, when you make a phone call without mistakes, you book your table. Fantastic. Reward yourself. Say, yes, I've done it. That's really important to say, yes, I've achieved this small fluency goal. And then you can give yourself a reward. Eat a nice piece of cake, for example, but you have done something. So don't think about this huge goal, which might be too difficult, too big. Instead, think about small steps, okay? Small steps which will help you along the path towards fluency. Okay, so that's the first A. A for attitude. It's all in your head, okay? The second A is more practical. The second A is activity. You have got to do something with English to help you speak it fluently. Okay, most of us, though, we don't have hours and hours and hours. Most people may only have 10 minutes for English every day, and that is great. 10 minutes a day is fine. The important thing is what you do with that 10 minutes, okay? So my first piece of advice for speaking English fluently is to concentrate on just one thing at a time. If you only have 10 minutes, think of one practice activity that you can do and give it your full attention. So really, really concentrate on it. Now remember, at the beginning of this lesson, I said I have 2 free bonuses for you. And these bonuses will give you lovely 10-minute activities. The first bonus I have for you is 10 pronunciation hacks. Now, a hack is a little solution to a problem. So I have 10 ways that you can improve your English pronunciation and speak English more fluently. One of the things in my 10 pronunciation hacks is that when you speak English, try to link between consonants and vowels. For example, the sentence, have a nice day. Have finishes with a V sound, which is a consonant, and a, which follows, is a vowel. So don't say, have a nice day. That's not very fluent. Instead, link between the V and the a. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Do you hear? It already sounds more fluent. Have a nice day. So one of your 10-minute activities could be to take a very short article, to read it, and to find out where you can link between the consonants and the vowels. Then make little marks in the article or underline it, and then practice reading that article, making sure that you are linking between the consonants and the vowels. This little 10-minute activity is great for your pronunciation. It's fantastic for your fluency, and it also trains your mouth to find the places where you can link. So that's one example of a 10-minute activity that you can use with my free bonus, 10 pronunciation hacks. The other free bonus for you today is 50 fluency phrases. Now, fluency phrases really help you with English fluency because what they are phrases that you can use in a sentence to help you build the conversation. One example is the fluency phrase, by the way. By the way. And we use by the way either to add information or to change the subject. So, example, we're having a conversation and I say to you, by the way, did I tell you my sister is expecting a baby? And that's giving you extra information. Or another example is I say to you, oh yes, don't forget, we've got the meeting today at 2 o'clock. By the way, it's in my office. By the way, it's in my office. And that, by the way, is giving you extra information. So with my free bonus, 50 fluency phrases, one 10-minute activity is to choose one of these fluency phrases and think of 5, 6, 7 situations that you could use it. Okay, so the second A of the 3 A's for speaking English fluently is activity. You need to be active. You need to find ways to practice your English speaking so that you become more fluent. And you can do that with one of the examples that I've given you from one of my 2 free bonuses today. You could do another practice exercise. You could do a review exercise. These are really helpful. When you learn a new word, you write a sentence with it. Then the next day, review it. Or the next week, review it again. Remember, when you review, you remember. If you never review something, you'll forget it. When you review, you remember. Okay, so the first A is attitude. The second A is activity. And the third A is ambition. Ambition. Now, this might sound strange to you. Why do you need ambition to speak English fluently? Because when you have ambition, you have the desire to succeed. You have a reason why you want to learn English and why you want to speak English fluently. I'm going to give you a very quick statistic. In a recent survey in India, they found that 95% of Indian people believe that English fluency leads to career success. Now, India is a huge country. 95% of Indian people believe that English fluency will help them be successful in their careers. And this is such a good reason to speak English fluently. It will allow you to get a better job or a better promotion. Other people might have other reasons to speak English fluently. Perhaps it's for cultural reasons, that they can understand films and they can talk about books and music. And then for other people, the reason may be personal, because when you can speak English fluently, you become a more confident person personally in yourself. So you really need ambition to help you even when it becomes difficult. Because with a foreign language, when you learn a foreign language, some days are great, but some days can also be really, really difficult. But when you have this ambition, this desire to speak English fluently, it will give you the motivation to continue. And there's something else that you need, and this is to have support and community around you who will help you. When things are difficult, when things are tough, you want people to say, yes, you can do it. Yes, you will speak English fluently. And of course, you also need the opportunities to speak English fluently. If you don't practice your speaking, you will never become fluent. But there's a problem, because I always say to people, oh yes, if you want to speak English fluently, you have to practice. And they say, but how? I don't know anyone who can speak English. My family don't speak English. My friends don't speak English. My colleagues don't speak English. Where can I speak English? Where can I practice my speaking? So this is why I started my English Fluency Club, to give you the opportunity to practice your English with other people and with me. Okay, it's really important that you can find the opportunity to practice your English, which is why I started my Fluency Club. Now, when you join the Fluency Club, you get, first of all, the 2 bonuses that I mentioned earlier in the lesson, but only today. So the 2 bonuses for today are 10 pronunciation hacks and 50 English fluency phrases. This is what you get today when you join. And I will put the link to join the English Fluency Club in the chat. In fact, I'm just going to paste it in for you now. So when you join today, you get your 2 special bonuses, but also you get more, obviously. So every week you have a weekly challenge in our private Facebook group, so no one else can see this. In our private Facebook group, you can either write or you can upload a video of you speaking using a particular fluency phrase for that week. And then you get video feedback from me. Some of you might think, upload a video, but in fact, it is fantastic because the other people in the community always say, yeah, great job. So you get lots of support and lots of encouragement. As well as the weekly challenges, you also have a group live lesson every month with me and with the other people in the club so that you can practice your English speaking. This is so important to be able to practice, and the lessons are live. Okay, the other things that you get are my 2 fluency programs, Speak Real English and Real English Conversations. In these programs, you have video, audio, text, PDF, quizzes, and 2 personal lessons with me. And these fluency programs give you more than 600 of these fluency phrases that you can use in everyday English conversation to help you speak more fluently. You also get in the English Fluency Club exclusive training sessions every month. They're not available anywhere else. So, as a quick recap, in the English Fluency Club, you get, if you join today, but only today, you get my 2 special bonuses, 10 pronunciation hacks, 50 English fluency phrases. Then you get weekly challenges to help you practice your English. So you also get the support of our fantastic Facebook community. The people in there are brilliant. They are wonderful. So you get all the support of them. And obviously you get all my support as well. You get 2 fluency programs. You get live group lessons once a month. And you also get group monthly exclusive training sessions. They're not available anywhere else. Okay, now I can see I've got a question from Jimmy. I'm 65 years old. How can I improve your English? Jimmy, you can improve your English no matter your age. Anyone can improve their English, okay? Age is no problem. What you do need, though, are opportunities to practice your English, okay? You need ways to activate it. You need ways to practice. You need ways to speak English. If you don't have people in real life, your friends, your family, your colleagues, if you don't have people who can speak English with you, then come to the club. Because in the club, you have other people in the community and you have me. So I'm always there to help you with your English. I want you to succeed in your English, okay? So just a recap for today, guys. Join the Fluency Club today to get my 2 special bonuses to help you improve your pronunciation and to help you speak more fluently. Then you also get weekly challenges to help you practice your English, either speaking or you can write them as well, but you get video feedback from me. You get access to my 2 fluency programs, Speak Real English, which is normally $39, Real English Conversations, which is normally $99. But when you join the Fluency Club, you have them for free. More than 600 phrases to help you in everyday English conversation. And you also get this with video, audio, you also get text, and you also get PDF and quizzes, and it's all downloadable. Then you also get a monthly lesson, a group lesson, which is live, and you get monthly exclusive training sessions. Okay, guys, that kind of wraps it up, unless I have I can see any more questions, and I can't see any other questions. Thank you very much indeed for coming to the lesson, the 3 A's for English fluency. Don't forget to sign up to join the English Club today to get your 2 extra bonuses. I can't wait to see you in the English Fluency Club and to help you become fluent in English this year. Okay, hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.